Hello and welcome to the Autocar show. As you all can see, I'm shivering right now even with my jacket on. We are surrounded by the majestic Himalayas. There's broken tarmac here, and this place has an altitude of around 13,000 feet high above sea level. Now there are no prizes for guessing it right. Yes, we are in Leh and we are a part of Mercedes-Benz Fascination Mercedes Drive. This 2-day trip will let us travel from Leh to Srinagar via Kargil, driving Mercedes high-end SUVs, the GL350 CDI and the G55 AMG. Everyone was eyeing the 507 bhp monster G55 AMG, so I backed off and took to one of the GLs standing unattended. The drive from Leh was a smooth one, with well laid out tarmac dominating the first half of the drive. The GL exhibited its excellent ride and handling on smooth roads, but for the first time we weren't content with just that. The Fascination Mercedes Drive was about off-roading, and we started a hunt for an off-road patch. We soon found one which was actually complemented by a riverbed. Now with the suspension raised for off-roading activities, we were all set to do some serious business. At first, I did wonder if this extra large SUV could do tricks that the short wheelbase G55 was performing effortlessly. But all my doubts were put to rest once the GL performed first-rate axle articulation. The SUV showed off its independent suspension working in tandem with the diff locks. The GL even followed the G55 on a 30-degree incline, attacking sideways. At one point, I did get nervous, but the tall and heavy GL could muster enough traction and clambered up and down without any further anxious movement. On our way to Kargil, we did come across many more opportunities to go off-road, and by now, even the smooth tarmac had turned into a super rally stage. But sticking to the comfort mode made the ride much better. By the time we reached our destination for the day, it was time to hit the slumber as another busy day awaited us the next morning. On day 2, we had to travel for about 240 kilometers to get to our final destination, Srinagar. It was my turn to drive the G55 AMG today. Sure, it looked boxy and old school, but I knew looks could be deceptive. I was luckier with the G55 as for most part of our drive to Srinagar, the roads were not in the best of shape, but that wasn't going to slow me down. The high ground clearance, small wheelbase and short overhangs made it easier to enjoy the G55 off the roads. And we also tried our hands at climbing steep gradients. I must say, the G55 AMG performed extremely well, assisted by its electronic aids. This 2-day drive from Leh to Srinagar saw us plow through numerous mountain roads, and one thing that still remains with me is the G55's exhaust note. We couldn't take the G55 to its red line of 6,200 RPM due to road conditions, but at path throttle, it sounded incredible. As we neared Srinagar, we did realize this marked the end of our rendezvous with the Mercedes SUVs, and I must say it was quite a thrilling experience. So here we are at our final destination, the Ladakh Grand Palace in Srinagar. It's been a fantastic journey. We've had our moments from narrowly missing the flight to actually missing the flight, and then to have a flawless drive from Leh to Srinagar. Both these SUVs have performed extremely well and have managed to clear our off-roading test with flying colours. Now the GL has been well behaved throughout on and off the road is the G55 AMG, which has been my personal favourite. Its monster of an engine, the high ground clearance and the small overhangs make it one of the most potent off-roaders. Now not to say that the GL has any major shortcomings, the only thing that limits this giant SUV is its sheer size. But give it that space and it will act like a mountain goat. So to sum it up, after being abused for more than 4,000 kilometers on broken tarmac for the past 10 days, these expensive high-end SUVs from the Mercedes stable have proved to be more than just a bunch of luxury SUVs.
The Ford Figo Discover Smart Drive, a campaign initiated by Ford India to connect with its consumers, recently completed its second edition. The Pan-India drive actually went beyond India in this edition to the Himalayan kingdom of Nepal. This time, the teams comprised of enthusiastic duos of friends or siblings. Kick-starting in 4 locations simultaneously, the road trip ran for 8 days, covered more than 6,400 kilometers and passed through over 28 cities. This year, the Smart Drive had 3 teams selected from an online contest where interested participants had to form teams and then send videos introducing themselves and their passion for driving an adventure.
ये है मेरे बड़े भाई साहब गुंजन जी यार।
ये है मेरे कलीग, मेरे काफी अच्छे दोस्त बॉबी रॉय चौधरी।
This is my friend and partner on the show, Kunal Bedarkar.
In this edition, there was also a mentor team to help the participants by giving them tips to make the drive more fun and engaging. Teams from each region represented and explored their area and performed tasks before reaching the final destination of Nepal.
धूप में एकदम दिमाग ऐसा बखलाया हुआ है। इसका कोई स्ट्रेटजी टाइम नहीं है तो मैं चेक करता हूँ पेट्रोल एक है कि नहीं।
काफी इंटरेस्टिंग था guys. For security reasons, they don't allow a video camera inside. Well, even Jodhpur is done.
The winning team was decided on the basis of the top score acquired by the team's performance in the tasks and social media engagements. The winning duo of Gaurav and Gunjan Juyal drove the Figo from Mumbai to Kochi. Post the India leg of the drive, Ford India treated the winning team to an all-expenses-paid trip to explore Nepal and the majestic Himalayas. From the tour of contemporary India, we take you to the golden age of Indian pomp and pageantry. The Royal Salute Maharaja of Jodhpur's Golden Jubilee Cup polo tournament was quite the thriller, with the Maharaja himself flagging off the final day with a vintage car rally. From the Rolls-Royce to the Buick and the Phaeton, the cars made for an elegant and attractive display, and one could feel these classic wheels come back into their former glory. Starting at the royal estate of Umaid Bhavan, the classy cars wound their way to the polo ground. Where they provided a great preamble to the keenly fought final match.
Coming up on the show, Hormaz Surabji gets us the latest buzz from the M&M stables.